Today's video is definitely going to be filled with hot takes, and that's okay because I want to tell you how I feel about this inventory system that a lot of people want. And I want you to tell me in the comments below if you're for my stuff, if you agree with me, disagree with me. I want to have a discussion about this. I want an honest discussion, but today it's filled with hot takes. I want to tell you how I think we should have an inventory in DMZ, but we shouldn't be able to take out things like armor or backpacks. I think this is a bad idea, but just listen to me before you bring out the pitchfork, you know? A lot of people just want this game to be Tarkov, and that just doesn't make sense to me. It won't work for a Call of Duty game. Even though they're both extract royales, and I get it, Tarkov is the godfather of extract royales, and you think as a person that has like 10,000 hours in EFT, I would be like, yeah, let's make this exactly like Tarkov, but I don't want it to be Tarkov. I want it to be its own game. I want it to be DMZ, even though it might be going overboard right now on the influences of, you know, taking away from Tarkov. I'm looking at you, Building 21. Your labs in like a silly little coat. We all know what you are, Building 21. So my opinions are definitely based off of me playing Tarkov so much and the hurdles I constantly see in that game, and me not wanting those hurdles in DMZ, or how we can make it streamlined or better. I'm also basing everything that I'm thinking about off the fact that I don't think they're going to be wiping progression like they do in Tarkov in the DMZ. So if the DMZ does start doing these progression wipes every, you know, season, I would say like a season Call of Duty is about every 2 months, and they have a brand new season. If they start wiping progression like Tarkov would every two months, okay, then you know what, then I have to rethink everything. But this is me basing everything off of that. I think we're going to have a very linear progression system with no wipes in the DMZ, and if they do end up doing wipes, okay, then we'll make a new video. But this video is definitely based off of me thinking they're not going to be wiping, or at least not anytime soon. I don't know. They haven't alluded to wipes at all. We can definitely start off though with an easy one, you guys, something that we can all agree on. As a community, we can all agree, we can come together and say, F the inventory system for keys. That is just so terrible. That is just really bad game mechanics, to be honest. Making it so the free-to-play players can only have 10 keys, and if you bought the game, you can have 20 keys. Ooh, whoop-de-woo. There's over like what? There's almost 60 keys in the game, just over 60 keys. I don't know, somewhere around there. And you're allowing us to keep 20 of them, or free-to-play's 10? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Activision. No, that is terrible. I think what it should go to, free-to-play players should be allowed 20 keys, maybe even 30, and then if you bought the game, let's say 40 or 50. Come on, there's nothing that frustrates me more, especially when I'm trying to do a new task. I completed a task, I'm like, okay, on to the next task. And then you press on it, and then it's like, you have to delete some keys if you want to do this task because you have too many. Like, you are hindering me and making it so I can't do a task because I'm doing too well. It just, it doesn't make sense. I think we can all agree. If I find someone in the comments being like, I love the way the keys are right now, the inventory system's awesome, I'm gonna yell at you. I'm gonna yell at you a lot, I think. What you might yell at me for though is the fact that I actually think you shouldn't be able to take money out of the DMZ. I like the way it is right now. I like the way that you collect money when you're in there, you use it when you go to a buy station, or you put it into a dead drop and it takes time off of your insured weapon if it is gone from you, or when you come out it takes time off your insured weapon, cooldown, all that stuff. I really like the way it is, and the reason I don't want it to be a currency that comes out with you and does something is because there's so many glitches in this game, you guys. There's always a new glitch, and as much as I never pay attention to them, I don't do the glitches, I just don't think they're fun. So many people do, and if they just glitch their way to like say $1 billion without a wipe, you just lose the secret sauce that is of an extract royale. I would say the secret sauce of an extract royale, you guys, is the fact that you have this weight going into the game, this weight you can lose, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this kit, you know, I've got my tier 3 armor, my tier 3 backpack, you know, I've got all these perks happening, you know, I have this insured gun, blah, blah, blah. If you can just go out after you die and buy everything again, the secret sauce is gone from an extract style game. It is. There's no weight to you dying, and that's the worst thing that can happen in this style of game. Of course, it's different if you say you take out the money and you don't buy weapons or armor or a backpack with it, but then what else are you spending your money on, right? Like, what else is the point of money? I can't really think of anything, but if you can think of something, hey, put it in the comments below. But the main reason you probably take out money is because of dealers being able to sell you some sort of armor, backpack, guns and stuff like that, or even gun attachments to make your contraband weapons better. And I'm for that, actually. So we can shift here to the contraband weapons. I think you should be able to modify them, but not again with money. I think we need more stuff to bring out of the DMZ, and I think weapon attachments is a great one. I think that is one that it's like, hey, I didn't do the greatest, but at least I got, like, you know, attachment A, B, and C, and there's an inventory for like all these weird weapon attachments that you can grab, so that if you do have, say, a fennec and you want to modify it with some cool stuff, a suppressor, blah, 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 hey, why not, right? Like, you finding a suppressor for your contraband weapons, especially an AR suppressor or SMG or a sniper rifle suppressor, would be like, it's something big to take out, right? It's something that's like, yes, this is awesome, right? And we need more of that, I would say, in the DMZ, right? There has to be more, oh, sick moments. I just found blah, blah, blah. We don't really generally have that right now. Like, there's nothing in the game at the moment that makes you want to be like, I need to extract right now, like right this instant. We need a lot of that. And I'm not saying it's going to be contraband attachments, but I just think it's another piece you can bring out with you, right? It's just another like fun addition to have an inventory system for. And again, I'm for an inventory system, just not for like armor and backpacks going in it. I know 2 seconds ago I just said we need more items that are like those, oh yeah, we got it, let's extract. I just don't think they should be your tier 3 or tier 3 armor or tier 3 backpacks. I think that's a cheap way of going about it. And I do believe that it's just loses, again, I'll beat the dead horse here, you guys. It just loses its magic if you can die in raid and then just come back in the next raid with everything like geared out of your mind again. It loses, trust me, it won't be fun. You won't be wanting to play this game again. And something I actually really do like is that when I die with all this stuff, is that I need to like snowball again. I need to go and find the tier 2, tier 3 armor my first raid and get a self revive and a revive pistol. I really do believe that this game isn't like Tarkov where you need to like gear up and you need to spend all this time in inventory and all this stuff. It's quick in and out and getting back into game. Like, it's so fast to get back into a game, and the matches are pretty fast too, that it's not super trivial, and it's not making you get really angry because, well, okay, it's gonna take me about, you know, 10 minutes in my inventory and then another 10 minutes to load into a map. No, it takes like, what, you die, you put on a couple of things, and then you're back in game, I would say in less than 5 minutes. And then you can easily find tier 2 armor and a tier 2 backpack. Like, I don't think it's quite that hard. And if you are having trouble, guys, I have a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel on telling you some really good loot spots for you to find it. I really do think part of the DMZ magic is the snowballing effect, trying to get all this stuff once you die. I think that's actually really fun to me. And you might be saying right now, like, good for you, geeks. I don't care what you think. I want to be able to take out the tier 3 backpacks and armor. I'm not gonna quit just because of that. Okay, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you won't quit, but I will tell you that a lot of people would lose interest in this style of game if it's just everyone's running around with the best of the best. You know, like, that's something that I think is so magical, is you do somewhat have to go 0 to kind of hero every time you die. I just love it, and I think it's something that a lot of people play Extract Royales for. Now, I will say this one thing. I do believe you should be able to have a backpack and an armor in your inventory system on a condition, right? I think you should be able to do this if they do it more like the Cycle Frontier way, where you are crafting this stuff in your, I don't know, some sort of hideout or something. But if you craft it, it takes a little bit of time. Okay, that's okay with me, because again, just like the weapon attachments, you're bringing stuff out which are probably like, I don't know, like let's just say they add some sort of like armor fragments, and you have to take like 4 armor fragments, 2 screwdrivers, and like jumper cables. I don't know, just throwing some random items now that are for quests that really don't have a reason to be in the game unless, you know, they don't give you much money. They're not really exciting to find. But if they now are to craft tier 2 armor or tier 3 armor, and you need a bunch of them, then you'll get excited to find them, and you'll be like, okay, I need to get out. I've got enough to craft a tier 3 armor. And I think this is the way to go about it. If you are on the team, I want to have tier 3 armor before I even go into raid after I die, this is the way I think we should go about it. Crafting it, you know, having these parts mean something even after you do that one mission that needs the screwdrivers or something, you know what I mean? I think this is the better way to do it. And again, it is just my 2 cents. Again, I love this game, guys. Like, I really like the DMZ. I'm having so much fun. The gunplay is so fun. The interactions you have, I'm so excited for this game to actually like just progress and see what they do. But like I've always said, the next 6 to 12 months, the things they do to this game is going to be so important. And if they go down one route and it ends up being, you know, not the route you should be taking, and a lot of people leave, I'm scared that they won't come back, right? So thank you so much for watching this rant video. Usually for people that do make it to the end of the video, I always have some sort of secret thing you have to say in the comments below, but in this video I don't have anything. All I want you guys to talk about is what your opinion is, you know, and be nice in the comments. I know I'm saying that on the internet and to be nice, but like, let's have a good discussion. I want to know your 2 cents. Tell me if what I said makes sense to you. And I just want to say thank you guys. Like, if you like this kind of content, realize that I'm going to be making a lot more of it. I love the DMZ. You know, subscribe to the channel. It's free for you guys. It means the world to me. Hit the bell. We're almost at 100,000 subs. I can't believe it. I think we're going to hit it this year, actually. I'm kind of like, I don't know what I'll do. I will go nuts. I'm going to be so excited. I've been working on this for 5 years now. So thank you guys so much just for watching this, getting to this point. And until next time, I'll talk to everyone later.